Hi and welcome. I've got a few things out tonight. Still thinking about what I'm going to do, but these things are on last chance sale, so that's always fun. So I'm Fiona Fernandez from Pyrmont. In case you don't know who I am, you're joining me for the first time, welcome. Make sure we got sound. Yes, we do have sound. Good. Right, where are we? Let's work out where I am on my board. Good. So I've got a few ideas rattling around my head. So if you are here for the first time, there is a thing called the Last Chance Sale on at the moment with Stampin Up. And if you want more information, you can go to the website, which is at my stampinup.net, and you go to shop now and it will take you to the shop. So there's lots of things in the catalogue. So this one's from the annual catalogue. There's all these things that are going. Some of them have already gone, so they do sell out. I've covered some of them in other lives recently. Some of them are bundles now, but they won't be bundles in the new catalogue. So, for example, this one here is the Two Daisies, which I'm going to use this week to make another couple of cards for Mother's Day, birthdays and things like that. They're really great dies. So these are carrying over, but they won't be a bundle. So when you buy them together as a bundle, they're 10% off at the moment. So just keep that in mind. Let me just double check the website so I'm say the right thing. Don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Pretty sure that was one of them. Yeah, bundle. There's a bundle. So at the moment, the bundle together, sorry, is $93.50, and individually, the dies alone are $60, and the stamps are $44. So yeah, you save 10% if you buy them together. So that's pretty cool. And what else have we got? Some new things that are coming. So next week it'll be the new catalogue will be live. So that's pretty cool. So this is the new catalogue coming. I've labelled some of it already. I haven't labelled the rest yet. And I can't open it until next week. And there's some great new things in there. Look, we've been able to pre-order. So when you join Stampin' Up, you can actually order things like the month earlier, which is great. And you get a discount as well. So that's one of the reasons to join. That's one of the reasons I joined. And I wanted to sell the product and play with it. So this is one of the things out of the new. These are gorgeous papers, and this set here are a set of Memories and More card pack, Thoughtful Journey. So there's a whole stamp set and everything to go with this. And I'll just show you the cards because they blend, they coordinate really nicely with that. Let's just move that out of the way for a minute. Put that off to the side. Oh, we've got a light showing there. Hang on, my little light is above me, but it shows on the glass mat. I'll just cover it up with that. So these Memories and More cards, I love the Memories and More stuff because you can use them for lots of things. They fit into the Memories and More. There's actually an album which is in the cupboard. I wasn't planning this, so I'll just grab the catalogue out instead. So there is a photo album that you can use that these fit into. It's in scrapbooking. It'll be in the scrapbooking section of your annual catalogue. This is the current catalogue. Memories and More, 135. So if we turn to page 135, we can see on this page, see they've got some Memories and More cards here. So these ones are still current at the moment. Actually, we should look them up and see. I'm pretty sure they're on special. I saw them in my adventure today looking for things. What are they called? Bright and Beautiful. Bright. I'll just type the word bright into the search bar of the website. So there's a whole collection that goes with that, as well as these cards. And that's retiring soon. So these cards, Bright and Beautiful Memories and More cards, these ones here, they're $7.50 instead of $15 at the moment. So that's great. So this is showing you how you can use them in this album here. This is the album, and this is what it looks like when you use them. So they've got plastic sleeves that you can insert your pictures in, but these cards, so you see on the picture here, these cards are the ones that fit into the smaller pouch, so the half size, and these ones, so they're double size, fit into the bigger one there. So that would fit the big one and two little ones. And so you can flip them over and use them with your photos and all that sort of stuff. So they're really cool. Oh, I really like that. Or you can just use them and make cards out of them. So they are very versatile. I really like them. So I'll show you those cards. But so these are coming in the new catalogue. These are the current catalogue, and these ones are going. They're retiring. Fantastic. And I'll just have a quick squiz in my new catalogue. Can't show you, but I can look in the back to find out about the album and if it's going to be the same price or whether it's going up. Let me just have a look and see if I can find it. It's called Memory Keeping in the new catalogue. Okay, and it's on page 26 if you've got one of the new catalogues. So if you don't have a new catalogue and you'd like one, I do give them out to my customers complimentary. So just let me know if you don't have a demonstrator already. Okay, let me see how much the album is. Pocket pages. Basic black album, $20.25. Yep, so it's the same price in the new one as well. So that is the new catalogue. So that's the one I can get out to you now if you want one. And if you're on my list already, you should have already received them. So if you haven't received them, let me know, because they should have been in the mail already. Right, so that's what they are. Let me just show you. We won't go through too many of the sale items. You can check the website for that. It's always fun to browse. And the clearance rack was updated this week as well, so make sure you check that out too, because they have some great bargains in there. Let's have a little look in here. So we've got Celebrate Today with that one on the back. So this is some of the designer series paper that is also in the same set. Thoughtful Journey. So this is a new product that's out for customers next week, and it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I've already made cards with it and sold them at my last stall, so that was a good sign. They're very popular. So that's that one. See, they've all got little things like this, and they match with the little papers here. Isn't that beautiful? Thanks so very much. So you don't even have to stamp. You can just put one of them on the top of your, turn your paper over. Boom, like that. Find one that, see, this one's even, let's see, what else have we got? Oh, look at that one. Treasured Memories. That's nice. Okay, let's keep going through the little ones. Oh, it's got the wild wheat on the back. This one's got the wild, no, I've got another one out. This one's got the wild wheat on the back. See, that would go on there. That blends with it. Oh, and I've seen them do some where they actually pop it up, so we might have to play with that. I'll leave that one over there. So the stamps that match all this, which I already have. Back of that one. See, it's got little right. Celebrate another year. That one. That's what that says. It's like a little notepad, look. So cute. The sky is the limit. Love it. Now, I actually decorated some little notebooks as well, which I sold one of those the other week too. And it had one of these sort of cards on it, and it said bucket list. I stuck it on the front of a notebook. Just, cute little notebook. What else do you write in your little black book? Life is an adventure. Isn't that gorgeous? I love these. They're so pretty. So that one sort of matches. I don't think I got the stamps handy. I think they're around the corner. I don't know if you saw my post earlier, but I showed my desk after I was doing my class cards. It's a bit of a mess, but it's a bit tidier now. I've fixed it up. That's nice. Sending all my love. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? So I'll show you the big ones too. Yeah, so I've still got stamp sets on the other side of my desk, which I didn't show you. They're all over the place here at the moment. Gotta fix them up. See this one there with making memories, so that'll go really nice in that lovely folder too. I do have a memories book, but I've just kept it as a sample one at the moment. I haven't been printing my photos and putting them in albums. So I've been thinking about that. Thinking of you today. Oh look, that one's got dots on the back. That would go really nice with that spotty embossing folder. Hang on a second. You know what? That would match this. So these are in the, let me just check they're still there. These are in the online exclusives. What are they called? Basics. So I usually just pick one word and search on that. Basics, products. Let's see if it comes up. Maybe that's too basic. Maybe we'll go 3D embossing folder. 3D. That might be better. Okay, so this comes in a set of 3. These are in the online exclusive section, or you can just type in 3D and it came up for me. Embossing folders. And so you get these 3 embossing folders, but this one, the dotty one, look, that would go so nicely with that on the card. I wonder if it matches up. Let's have a look. I don't think it does just looking at it, but you never know. No, it doesn't. It's a bit different. But you could still use it on as a background and put that on the front. Wouldn't that be cool? There's an idea for you. So these are all still available next week. Just throw that over there. Put it on the rest of those things. Alright, this one says the best day ever. The best day ever. And that one is, oh look at that. Now there's some new papers that go with this too. I just love their coordination. So cool. Very nice. Alright. So let's just grab, where was that little one with a picture on it? Oh, where was it? Look, that one's got a matching one as well. Just trying to find that first one I had. This one. I think there's another paper like that. Let's have a look. Alright, we'll get into the other bit in a minute. Anyone crafting tonight? Crafting along? And if you're watching later, that's fine too. Just let me know in the comments if you made something. I'd love to see them too, if you want to share. So these papers are so pretty. I'm just looking to see if I've got any like that little one there. See, that one would be nice too, wouldn't it? Under that. Like you could even lift that up on there and have that as the background. Lots of ideas. Is that the same one? Ah, there it is. Oh, it is that one. Isn't that funny? Oh, I thought that. It's on the back of it. So it's the same picture there. That bit there is the same picture. So you can sort of lift it up and put it on a card like that one. Alright, we'll keep those 2 out the rest way. Okay. And just put all these, I might just put all these in here with this at the moment so I know where to find them all. It's always a good way to find them. Now I have to tell you something else that's happening. This is really exciting. Next week, when the catalogue goes live, so the 1st of May, now my printer didn't print very well, so I've actually stuck the colours on here. So these are the true colours of the new in colours. And they're doing a starter kit special for May only. So I've just updated my sheet here. So I've put, note, this special offer is only available in May. So when you join Stampin' Up. So make sure you wait until the 1st of May if you're going to do it. But you get $144 worth of extra products. So you get all the stamp pads for the in colours. So these colours here. and you get their designer series paper. So that's this one here. So these ones. So this is a 6x6, and they're all double-sided. You've got the same patterns on them, but they're all the different ink colours. They're gorgeous. I might actually use one of them tonight, maybe. Let's see what we do in a minute. I'm going to use my bit of stuff that I did the other week with the ink colours. The markers, I don't have the markers yet. But you'll get a set of markers, and you'll get a packet of the A4 cardstock. So it looks like this. And you get all the colours, 20 sheets. Okay. So that is really exciting. So you pay the normal price to join. So this is starting on the 1st of May. And you get all those for free. That's fantastic. So you pay $169 and you get $235 worth plus this. So keep that in mind if you're interested in joining. And joining doesn't mean you have to sell. It's just you get 20% off your next orders after your starter kit for up to how long you join for. So if you join, where are we? In May. So the next quarter was April, May, June. So you'd be current till go May, June, and then you've got the next quarter, July, August, September. You've got 5 months worth to enjoy it. And if you want to drop, that's fine. If you want to stay, you're welcome. We've got a lovely team and it's lots of fun. I just really like doing it, so that's why I'm still doing it. And yeah, I just enjoy the community too of the team. So I thought I'd play. I played with this the other week when I was doing something with a bit of ink, and I think I'd had it on foil. It's a few weeks ago now. I can't even remember if I did it in my live or not. Anyway, I thought I just kept it there, handy, to use one day on something. So I thought we'll use that tonight. And I'm going to use the Season of Chic because this is on special. The dies are on special for $32.50, so they're 50% off. The stamps are just the normal price at $47, but they're retiring. They're both retiring. And I got the twisted rope folder out to do something with that, and I'm actually wondering whether to even put that through that and make that my background. I haven't decided yet, and I've just kept this handy in case I want to use any of these backgrounds because they're pretty cool, like even the stripy ones. I quite like the look of that one. Oh, I don't know, I like them all. So we'll just have a little play with that. And yeah, let's get some card out. I'm going to use my in colours, my new ones. Oh, what colour will we go with? I love Summer Splash. This is Summer Splash. It's my favourite. And I've put all my ink pads into colour order according to my little colour wheel. So you'll see a colour wheel inside the new annual catalogue, which is really good. It doesn't have this bit, but you've still got all these colours. So we got this at On Stage, and on the back it tells you different ways to use it, and it's got the neutrals there. So you just basically turn it around and look at what colour's opposite. So you know, you can use these colours together. So if I want to choose this colour here, this is Petunia Pop. I could, if I go with that one there, you can then choose Summer Splash and Wild Wheat together. But this is just giving you an idea of colours you can put together. So if I wanted to use peach, or you can use any in that range. So I've already got, this is Peach Pie. So that goes a bit darker. Oh, okay, or you can just put whatever colours you like together. I think we'll go with, oh, I'm actually liking the Shamrock one. What do you think? Just looking at our stamp set. And whether to go with the lighter colour or the darker colour. Oh, decisions. Oh, maybe we'll go with that. I mean, this is going to go with all of them because I've already got them all in it. I think I'll do the pink. So this is called Pretty in Pink. I think I've used some of it already. Let's see. Got a piece in there. Oh, there's a piece there. Just going to cut that. So I just cut my card in half. So this one's already had a bit cut off it. So that's why it's a bit shorter, but they're A4 sheets. Just take that off. So I cut that at 14.85 and then I score it. And I always score down the bottom because I just like that. At 10.5. Cut your card in half. I just find that helps me to score at the bottom. So I don't cut it in half. And then just use your bone folder to crease that nicely. So I've got a nice little card. Now what will we do with this? Will we just trying to think. We have to die cut some pieces too. I've got a piece of this out as well, but I don't know if we'll use that. It was just left over from my class work today. I keep all my leftover bits here on the side of my... I've still got that doily from last week too, but I don't think that's going to match. We can actually use this one. Let's grab these out. So I put these ones onto a magnetic sheet. This makes it easier to keep them all in order. These are gorgeous. I might die cut some of those. I'm just wondering whether to use the die cuts to cut that up. Could do that, couldn't we? And I really want to use my rope embossing folder. Let's cut up a few pieces. Get rid of the crinkly paper out of your ears. So this one here is actually a stamp as well, a new stamp, which I got it on stage. It's about that big. I haven't used that yet either. Actually, that would go nicely with these leaves and things, wouldn't it? Now that I look at that, I think we will do that. And use that on the top. Because we can cut that up. We don't have to use it as a whole piece. What if we did that? That is really pretty. Thinking whether to cut it down a bit. Or use it to die cut my pieces. I am wondering about that. That's for the stamp. So these ones die cut the stamps. That die cuts the shapes out. Or some of them are just shapes on their own. Like this one. See, there's one to cut the flower out, and then you've got one that you can put over the top. I think we'll just die cut a few. And what will we do? I think I want to use this. I'm not sure whether to do... I'm not sure if gold will clash with that. Feeling like it might be better silvery. Let's find some silver. Let's go find some silver. Be right back. So we've got silver glitter. So this one's called Silver and Gold Adhesive Backed Glimmer Paper. So I always like to check when I'm doing this to let you know if they're still available or not. And I'm just going to type in glimmer into the search bar of the website, and it'll show me what's glimmery. I always click on 90 to show me 90 views of things, and this is still there. So this one I'm pretty sure is in the online exclusives. If you're looking in there, yep, it's still there. So you can get 2 sheets of this, and one gold, one silver, and it's adhesive backed, so it's already got adhesive on it. Look, I've already got a gold one cut out from something else I was doing. See, it's quite thick. And it's beautiful. I love their glimmer paper because it doesn't come off. It doesn't come off like it. It's one of the things I love about it. So this is going to make a nice little mess. So I'm going to cut that off first. I'm going to have lots of little pieces. And I think we could probably grab a mini. I did want to use the rope holder, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. No pieces. That one, something on that one. On the other plate. So we'll chop this one up first, I think. The mini's very handy, it's so lightweight too. The other one's a bit heavier. So just make sure when you're using your mini that you sandwich your top bit like this, so they're staggered. You see that? A bit closer to the camera. So they're not all even. Otherwise it doesn't grab very well. Now this might be a bit thicker to push through. Let me see. Oh no, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It is a little bit tighter because it's got the adhesive on it already. So I'm just got to give that a bit of a push. Oh, this is a good way to get your muscles going. And just, if you've got ear pods in, just be careful because it'll go pop when it goes through. So this is, yeah, it's tighter because it's got the adhesive on it. I'm going to go back the other way as well, just to make sure it's cut right through. I did a pop. Not too bad that time, that was good. Okay, and then we've got it like this. So, oh, the little bits didn't come out. Cool. Here's my brush. We can use this little thing. Look at that. So some of them are still in there. This is a handy little brush to get things out like this. And it comes with these little mats. And it fits into your take your pick tool, which is this one. So you can take that one out. That's the putty end. And you can screw that in. I don't put it in there very often. I just use it with my hand. Actually, we'll need that in a minute. I'll leave that there. I'll get that one out. You just brush it like this. Let's see if we got them all out. Not to cut it right through because it's thicker. Might have had to go through a couple more times. Looks mostly cut, but I might put it through again. So you'll be able to line it up because it just sits in the grooves like that. Might put it through on my big machine. Might be a bit easier for me. Just do that over here. Can't fit it on the table. Just put it on. I'll just show you what I'm doing. That's on there. See, once you put it on, it sits back in the groove. It won't move. So then I'll just put it through on the big machine. Because it's got that adhesive on the back, it's just that little bit tighter. Squeaky handle. Let's see how we went that time. Oh. Now this will give you a little bit of glitter there because I'm cutting the actual paper. But once you get rid of that, so this is, oh, it's coming off the backing. Oh, dearie me. My sticky bit came off. Let me just run that through there. I'll get that bit off without the sticky coming away. There we go. There's still a couple of pieces in there. So just get them out. So you, if you use it again, you don't have extra pieces in there like that. There's one in there. So you can also use this end to get things out like this. So to get those out, if the brush doesn't do it. They're sort of coming off. They're coming off the sticky bit. Alright, we might leave that there for now, rather than get them all out. And I'll peel that off in a minute. And I'm going to use it. Okay, we'll put that over here. Because I'll end up with them everywhere, won't I? Okay, we'll cut some of these. This one. A bit stuck to me everywhere. I think we will cut these out. So this won't fit through there, so I'm just going to cut that down the middle. So that they fit through here. Do the leafy one like that. So I had a whole lot of ink left over one day whenever I did this, and yeah, rather than wasting it and wiping it off and putting it in the bin, I just put it onto some cardstock and let it dry, and then you can use it for something else. So these are the little dies. Get some other ones out too. You just pop them back on your magnet, that way you won't lose them. Scoop those bits out. So they make lovely die cuts. Look at that. I find this very relaxing. So I do have a group for people that have done my classes or that are interested in doing craft with me. If you're interested, have a look or ask me about it and I can send you the link to that. It's really casual and it's all sorts of crafts. Look at that, that's gorgeous. Alright, and then we just get rid of these ones. I just go to the garbage bin like this with my plate. That one doesn't want to move. Oh, went up to the laptop. So I just scrape them off like that. And try not to get them in the keyboard. It's sitting on the garbage bin. Handy place for a keyboard, isn't it? Let's do some more. Good use of this sheet. Okay, let's find some other ones. What else do we want? Some little leaves. Leaf, green leaves, and we've already got a flower. We'll get a smaller shell. Oh, there's another little flower there. I didn't see that one. That one there. Oh, we've got another flower there too, look. I might do that up here on the purpley bit. Purpley. What colour is that one? My in colour? That was Petunia Pop, I think. Alright, we'll just do some more leaves. So we'll use it all up. Oh, there's a little shell, look. That one. And I reckon we can do another leaf. Let's go, it's like doing a jigsaw puzzle. Bring it all together. Okay. Put a little top plate on. Oop. Just make sure they're all in the right spot. Not overlapping. You don't want them to overlap because otherwise it damages your. Get that on my mat. It damages the dies if you overlap them. So I'm a bit slow with this because I'm sitting down. Okay. Put that down there. Right, got all those out of there. And that uses up that piece. Really pretty. Make my own designer series paper. So that really isn't hard to make, that, you know, the colours like that. And it looked a bit, you know, messed up, but once you cut it out like this, it looks great. I love it. Look, even the back of it doesn't look too bad. So if you were making a shaker card, you could even keep the smaller pieces to put inside your shaker. There we go, we got some shells. Right, nearly there. A whole lot of those. Done. Now, what do we do next? Let's have a look. I'll take that brush out of there. Back over there. So this end here is the putty end. If you've never used one of these. It's got a little putty on it, so it's really handy when you want to pick things up. And it comes with a spare one when you buy it. This one's got a little spatula end, so you flip around with that. And it's also got a little burnishing end here. And then there's another packet which I got last week that you can get now with the little perforated end, the wheel, a scalpel blade, and little pointy tools. So they're really handy too, so they fit in your take your pick tool. Haven't used those yet. Right, I think I'll just move this off the table. And we better work out what we're doing. What will we do? I do like the look of this. Just wondering whether we should just use it on there. I'll have to do a little sentiment will we use? Wishing you the best birthday ever. Thinking of you. They're very small, these ones. Or I could do another Happy Mother's Day, couldn't I? Because I'm in the process of making Mother's Day cards. I could do that. So this one is perennial postage, and that is still available, I think. Let me have a look. I think this one is retiring, yes, but it's normal price, $42. But that's got a Happy Mother's Day on it. So I'm actually wondering whether to do that, because I've got a stall on Saturday. And I could put a Happy Mother's Day on there with all these little shells and things. I'll just keep that there for a minute. Right, I've got to find my... Where did I just stick my... Where did I put my die cut? I put it away somewhere already. No, I can't find it. This happens some week. It's okay, it's alright. In the box over here. Here it is. Okay, so if I pull that off there, that's sticky already because it had sticky. Now you could even use it like that if you wanted to. You don't have to take all the pieces out if you like the solid look in there. I don't mind that actually. And then you can put that underneath your bits. In the middle. I might do that. Okay, let's move those off there. We might not use all of those. And see, you could also use that side and just use it plain. Too many decisions. Now, if you get stuck and you can't make a decision, always look in the catalogue. So let's just do that for 1 second, because I do this often. And you can use the catalogues, even if you're not buying stuff, you can use them as inspiration. So let's see what they've got in here under this one. What's it called? Season of Chic. Season of Chic 40. Let's see what they did with it. This is what Stampin' Up did with it. Look, that's on page 40. So they've got them all in a row across there like that. Cool. Oh, they've used this stamp here on this one. Look. And then they've stamped in white. Lots of ideas for you. So this originally came out as a bundle in a set the year before, and then in this catalogue it's been just the stamp set and dies, and now it's going. I do love it. But that's good to know too. Alright. So if you ever get stuck for ideas, just have a look in the catalogue or go on the website and have a look there. So I'm just going to cut that piece of paper down. I think we'll go 9.5 on that one. I haven't ended up using my twisted rope, have I? And 13.85 to give it a bit more of a border around the edge here. So the base card was A4 cut in half. I do classes as well, so my next full day is in June. Long weekend, but you can see my website with the events calendar there if you want to do any classes. Some of them I've got a Zoom one on Sunday, and we're doing the hills of Tuscany. That's going to be fun. I think I'm going to leave all those bits in there. Let's just sit it there for a minute and put some behind. And some on top. Ooh. That's cool. And leafy there. Match the leaves. Don't worry, I'll stick these on properly in a minute. I like to play first and position things. Sorry, better get it on the camera, hadn't I? Forgot I was down the table a bit. I like the look of that one because it's greenish and it's got that peach pie in it as well. I don't know. Maybe that one can go under there. We need a sentiment piece. Let's do that before we go any further. Right, if we do the Mother's Day one, where should I stick that then? Very good at losing stamps. I am very good at losing stamps. Did anyone see where that went? I put them down and they get stuck to things. I thought I left it there. Did I leave it there? Maybe we're not doing a Mother's Day one. Some nights, I'll tell you. Does anyone else do that? I didn't put it back in the pack, did I? No, I got it out. I stuck it on there. And you're probably going, it's over here, it's over there. Let's get the paper off the table. I can't see it. I had it there a second ago. You know what? It could be stuck under my... No, it's not stuck under there tonight. I've had them stuck under here before when I've put this down on the thing. They get stuck underneath there. But they're not. Okay. Well, we'll just have to use another sentiment because I can't see it. It'll appear later. Magically. It'll just appear somewhere. I just can't work out for the life of me where I just stuck it. I did stick it on there. So oh, you know what? I had the catalogue. Had the catalogue out. You ready? Oh yeah, there we go. Look, look, look. See here? This is what happens if you put your stamp down without putting it back in the packet. Alright? You just have to remember what you had out on the table. Because I stuck it on there like that instead of like that. So I'll just share that little tip for you. I think I would have learnt by now, but I'll keep on doing it. There it is. I think we'll use that one. I like that. And I'll fussy cut it. I wonder if we should stick it on one of those. Oh, actually, maybe. Hang on. Let's put it back down that way. Let's get that little... Now this one, these are bigger than what they look on the front, okay? These are all much bigger. Look. So even the Thinking of You, actually, is quite a nice size to go there. That might be too big. I was thinking it was little. That might be too big for that because it'll cover it all up, won't it? Let's just have a look. You just put your stamp down and push your block onto it. And on the glass mat, it's a bit harder to get off. But if you just put it on a piece of paper, it comes off nicely. Let's just get that and put it onto, let me think. What colour will we do? I think, oh, everything's in lovely rainbow colours over here. Looks so pretty. I'm going to do peach pie. Let's do that. Let's find a bit of card. Line around the table. Got a piece that big. Oh, I'll just grab one. Just got all my card here under the table. So I keep all my offcuts in here. See it on there? Yep. Let's do that first. Now, my ink pad is a bit wet. So So if it's too wet, it goes a bit like that. Now it depends what you're doing, it doesn't really matter. But if you want to squish it in a bit, just get I keep this old card here. And just very carefully push it back down into the ink pad a bit. And I store them so that the ink comes to the top. So when you close your ink pads and store them like this, the ink pad's upside down, so it keeps the moisture to the top. Just tip it over the other way for a bit if you're having, you know, if it's getting too wet on the top. I'm just going to push that down into there. So I've got a bit of ink on there, but I'm just going to wipe that off. And just clean it on your chamois. So I keep that handy so that when I refill my ink pads too, you can use it to push the ink into them. I think I'll just stamp that one off. Let me find a piece of paper. So that comes out quite solid. Actually, that wasn't too bad. It's still quite wet. Oh, I think I won't worry about it. So the other thing is, if you didn't want it that wet, you can use, and it is wet, you can use a dauber and dauber the colour from the ink pad onto the stamp, and you'll get a much more, like, not so much ink on there. So I won't worry about it this time because that's actually okay for what I'm doing. Because that looks cool. Just clean your stamp off on your chamois. Right, what colour will we stamp the words? I'm just wondering whether to do them with just black. We might try a few different ones. So that's going to sit over the top. I'm going to fussy cut that one because I don't think there's a die cut for that, is there? No, there's no die cut for this one. I'm just going to come in and fussy cut around this bit a bit to make it look a bit rugged. Just move your card around. I'm just leaving a tiny bit of white around the edge. Got my bling in my hand. Gotta be careful of that with this glass mat. Bumps on the glass mat. It's very noisy if I do that. Try not to. So that's what that looks like. If we do that under there, and then we can put our Happy Mother's Day on top. So we'll stamp that one onto another bit of white, I think. Now we could do it on vellum. They're getting rid of vellum, which is very sad, so we might as well use some this week. Hey, I do love vellum. It's one of my favourite go-tos. I mean, you can still use it, but Stampin' Up won't be selling it anymore next week. From next week. So I don't even know if there's any left on the website because a lot of people bought it. Let me have a look. I'll just check for you. Oh, they've still got, what's that? Vellum Basics. Okay, so that one's got texture on it. It's got like lines and little leaves and stuff like that. So there is still some vellum, but that looks like all there is. Yep, just the one thing. And it's $10.50, which is great. It's 12 by 12 inches. Actually, I think I've got some on my shelf. Hang on a second. Let's see if I've got one here. I can show it to you. Quick look. That's not where I thought it was. Find it quickly, but it's not being quick. Yeah, I can't see it. It's not handy to me. So have a look on the website if you would like some vellum. But yeah, they've got thin lines on it, on some of it. And if you look through all the pictures, it shows you the different ones. So there's some with little leaves on it, some with dots on it, and some with lines, diagonal lines. This one I've got here is just plain. And I'm just going to use a piece like this, because then I think then we'll be able to see through it. So we'll see what that looks like anyway. And to do that, I'm going to use my Stays On. I'll use Stays On ink. Just make sure you've got a bit of ventilation if you use this ink a lot, because it's a bit smelly. And you also need special cleaner with the Stays On ink. So that gets a nice bit of ink on there. Give it a good push down, lift it up. So I'm not sure if I want to do that see-through or not. Not sure. I might do another one on white anyway. I've got it out. Let's see how it looks. Gives us a nice fine line, and then make sure you wash that off with your Stays On cleaner. So I've stuck the little clear plastic cover in there with 2 dimensionals. See the dimensionals under there? So that it comes off every time. Like every time I don't have to pull that off separately. So the Stays On cleaner comes in a bottle like this, and you just clean it. It's important to clean them with that, and then I just wipe it off with an old washer. And then you can wipe it on your chamois again to get all the residue off. Nice clean stamp. And we'll leave it on the block so we don't lose it. Okay, I'm actually thinking maybe I'll just stick with the white one. I feel like that's too see-through. We'll keep that for later. Put that up there to dry. So that will need to dry because it's on the vellum, and you could use your heat tool to do that as well. But I don't need it now, so I won't. Just going to now look at my scissors. Oh my goodness. Better clean them off. So I'm just going to use a bit of this alcohol tissue. That's because I was cutting sticky stuff earlier. Just clean them off and be very careful you don't cut yourself. And that gets all that sticky residue off. I use it to clean my blocks and everything. I need a little bit more on that one. It's what I was cutting with them. Can't remember now. So you can get this in Bunnings alcohol. There we go. Done. The lid back on. That will make it a bit easier. So you could die cut this with something, but I think I'll just fussy cut them. I'm into fussy cutting them lately. I just like the look of it. So remember to move your card around. And I stopped talking because I'm concentrating. Have a little peace and quiet for a moment. You don't have to go this close to the words. You could do it a little bit wider if you wanted to. But I just like the look of it. And if I miss a little bit like that, just go back. And I've got my little emery board here. And I just smooth off the little, if there's any rough little spots. Make it look smooth. Get a nice little finish. Yeah, that's better. I think I like that better. Well, that's looking lovely. Oh, I love the colours. Yum. Okay, so then you've either got to remember what you just did before you stick it all together, or, hang on a minute, let me get into my phone. No, we don't want selfies, Fiona. I'm on selfie mode. I take a photo of my card so that I can keep it on the side. See, just keep it there like that, and that way you can remember what you did when you pull it all off and have to stick it all together. Okay, so we're just going to take that over there. Half of that's already stuck to that back piece, so that's cool. Don't worry about those little bits. So we want to stick this down. I think we'll just do one card tonight. See how we go anyway. Depends sometimes how long it takes me to work it out. Whether we go quick and simple, or I get more involved with everything. I love that pink. I'm so glad they brought out this pink. Love it. Okay, I'll take my Happy Mother's Day off. My shells. Alright, so those ones are stuck on a bit. I'm going to keep the solidy bits in there. So I'm just going to put a bit more glue on these leaves here, just so that they stick to my card. You don't need a lot on there, just enough. Now the question is, do I need any ribbon under there? Oh, hang on a minute, let me look at my card again. Maybe underneath that piece. Alright, is that the way I had it? Hang on. Where's my picture? Yep. I'll just push them down because they've got glue on them, and I'm going to push Hang on, we'll get those bits out. Glue off my fingers. Right, what's going on under there? That one. If they don't want to stay there, I'm going to pull them out. I like the look of that with a bit of the stuff in it still. Oh, that's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. There you go. Have a close-up look. Look how glittery that is. Right, oh, now we had this one underneath. We had some underneath and I've stuck it down. Typical. Oh, comes up pretty easy though, look. Just put a bit under there. I had that one under the top there. And do you know what? I might even stick a bit. I know it's got adhesive on it, but I do want it to stay on there. Just put a tiny bit there, and I'm just going to grab my tissue. And so that when I push that down, if there's any glue coming out, it just gets to my tissue and not on the card. There we go. Alright, I think I'll just put the rest of these on. So I had a flower down there. I'll just put a little bit of glue on. Oh, cannot stick down. Tissue stuck on my card. That's not good. They are pretty. On there. Just gonna look at where this is going to go. Yeah, I don't know if we want that one on the top. It was on the top before. Just thinking we might put a bit of ribbon under that. Yeah, that was over the top. Okay, we'll just leave that on there for a minute. Oh, it's stuck to my finger. Oh dear. I think we need another tissue. We'll get a little wet white thing. So good. That glue just, once it dries, it just rolls off. Like you can rub it on your fingers like this and it comes off. So that's really handy. That's this one, the Tombow liquid glue. That label came off. Right, let's just grab a bit of, we need something under there, don't we? Hang on a second. Where's my ribbon? Actually, I wonder whether we should use a piece of this. Is that too much? Yeah, that might be too much, mightn't it? Too much green. It'll only go to there, won't it? No, I feel like it's too much green. Let me just check my little box. We've got pink, we've got the white one. I think it'll be too much with the pink. That might be too beige. There's a new colour called beige, basic beige. See, pink will get lost on there. What about the white one? This is nice, This is really nice ribbon. This is new. Do we use a new ribbon or an old ribbon? I don't mind the white because it's just something. Okay, that's a possibility. Let's just grab the old ribbon for a minute, because some of these are going. We don't need any more silver, do we? We've got silver elegant trim, but we've already got silver there, so maybe not. What else have we got in here? Oh, this is pretty, but I don't know if that's still current. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a nice bit of ribbon. Yeah. Not quite right, is it? What else have we got in here? Can't work out what one to put in there. Maybe we just need a bit of white twine. I've got just a little bit of white twine left on here. What if we put a piece of that under there? Might be nice. Just give it a bit of something. Might just do that across there. And just cut the ends of it so that it's just loose ends sticking out. Yep. Always trim them off a bit more if we want to. And put that over the top. And leave them like that a bit. I'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on with some dimensionals. So these are dimensionals. They're sticky double-sided tape, and they've got dimension to them, which is why they're called dimensionals. And I'm just going to put them on top of the ribbon. I might put a bit of something on the ribbon as well. Some glue dots so that it stays in place. Just make sure my glue's not leaking out of there. Try not to stick it to your finger. And try not to stick it to that either. Right, we're having a gluey night tonight, aren't we? Everything's sticking to everything. Look, see? If you leave that Tombow glue to dry, it'll dry tacky, and then you can actually stick things down and remove them again. It's very handy, that glue. Depends what you want it for, of course. Okay, that's one glue dot down. I'm just putting these on to give it a bit more. So these are on here, the glue dots. Can you see that? There. That's the glue dot. I'm just getting them off with my Take Your Pick tool. And I just want to put them, I might put it underneath there so that it sticks down first. And then stick the twine on it. That is better. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was stuck down. before I put this on. Not sit on the ribbon box, have I? Okay, so then we can stick this one down, and then we can move those wherever we want them. I'll put that one on there. We've still got to put some more leaves and things on, but I just want to give that a good push. And there's still room to stick things sort of underneath there, like that. Find my picture. Phone went to sleep. Okay, what do I have there? A shell? There's a shell under there. And I've had another leaf out the top. That was on. Oh, we might put that on top. Doesn't want to stay down, does it? Just put a bit more glue under there. That's not sticky on the top. Yep, good, eh? We're getting there. We're nearly there. Looks so pretty. Now I won't put that up on dimensionals as well because we've already got dimension underneath there. So we'll just put a bit of glue on that one. Just a bit in the middle. You don't need lots and lots of glue, you just need a little bit. Just enough to make it stick. Now let me just see if I've got that straight. That's going to be an eye catcher, isn't it? I turn things side on like this so that I can look down the line of the words against the line of my page. And sometimes I shut one eye to do that. So when I'm looking like that, it's a bit hard to see with all those things there, but that way you just look down the line. Yeah. It's a bit hard to see on camera, but I can see it. I'm pretty sure that's okay. And do you know what? Even if it's not, it's a handmade card. That's the joy of doing this. I'm not too worried if it's a slight bit off, that bit, because it's quite movable still as well. Those bits, I'm going to trim them in a minute. Okay, where did we have this little fella? This one in somewhere? I'm going to stick him in somewhere. So you could put the adhesive sheets on the back of these as well. Yep, we'll stick that one there if you wanted to. I'm just a glue girl, so I just tend to use glue. Go stick that flower up there. Push down, make sure it's sticking. So that one's sitting up a little bit, but that's okay. We've got to put this little one on. So because I've let that dry, I'm going to put a little bit more glue on because otherwise it won't stay there. So I had this one over here and I had it sitting up a bit over the top of that. Oh, that is looking very lovely. Okay, I don't know if we need more of these. I think that might be a bit too much. We go more. Yeah, I think we've got enough. I guess if you did any more, you'd, nah, don't like it there. Go under there. Nah, I think it's good like that. I guess we could have done one there, couldn't we? I don't know. What do you think? Anybody think anything? Feel free to comment if you wish to. Always open to opinions here. So it's good. I think that'll cover up too much of the silver. There, I don't want to cover all that up. Okay, so I just got to push that back down because it hasn't stuck. I think we'll leave it there. And we'll just find, let's see what bling we've got. Oh, that's not bling, that's ink. I thought I had that out. I'll just have a look in my bling box. I might do some simple little ones. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering whether to go with the basic pearl because it's a lot of colour going on already. I think we'll just go with these ones. Some little, these are beautiful. They're iridescent pearls, basic jewels. So these are still current and they're staying current. So you've got two sizes here. You've got the bigger ones and the smaller ones. And I think we'll just do a few of those. Oops, not like that. Oh, maybe we'll stick one on there. Just try not to ping them all over the room. So you can, that's not stick. I'll have to put a bit more glue under that, I think. It keeps on popping up. So make sure once you've done all this that they are stuck. Have a, see that one's a little bit, because it was sticking to this stuff behind it, it takes a bit more for the glue. So we may need a glue dot under that one. So you can add a glue dot. Let's just do that underneath there. I'm going to go down here, a bit of surgery, and just put it in there and push on it. And that will help because of this, the glittery stuff, the glimmery. It will just help to hold it in position. That's better. See, now it's not moving around. Look. Everything else is, oh, we'll just fix those up in a second. Where's my ribbon scissors? Just going to trim that off. Let's get a nice little edge on those. And just do the same on this one. So I keep a pair of scissors just for cutting ribbon, because that way it keeps them nice and sharp. Alright, like this one's not quite right. You can stick them down with the Tombow if you really want to. Just not sure about that one. I guess it doesn't matter, they're going to move around anyway. Yep, that'll do. I just like them in a bit more. to, I might just take a little bit off that one. Like you're going to have a haircut, isn't it? Now I went too short. Ah! No, those are too long. These are too short. So you can fray the ends as well. So we might do that because I've already frayed those ones now. You just fray them a bit. I think I'm fussing too much on those. I think we'll just leave them. Okay. Let's finish with our bling. Now they look nice. I'm just going to put one down here. And so you can just slide these across if you want to, like that. You can use this end as well, just to grab them off here. So you can just pick them up like this. You just push it and lift it. I'll just put a few around the place. So it depends on the bling, which tool I use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe we've got enough. That's not sticking. Stick down. Another one under there. Yeah. Maybe we stick another one out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, we've got to have an odd number. I like odd numbers for bling. I'm really liking this card though. I think I'll put another one. I've got a thing about putting two together. Sometimes, but not other times. I think that'll do. I wonder if that one's too far out, but I've pushed it on now, so it's staying there. Make sure they're stuck. And I think we're nearly there. Very exciting. Love it when I finish a card. Okay, so that's those. And let's just check it out. It's sort of sitting up a bit funny there because that's sitting on top of the ribbon. My dimensionals are sitting on top of the ribbon. I probably should have cut the dimensionals in half and put half on the top side and half on the bottom side. Those ribbon scissors away. So I'm just thinking I might just add a little bit. So you can use the edges of your dimensionals like this. Use the edges. And I'm just going to take the paper off. It's got backing paper on it. And I'm just going to stick that one. Actually, we'll go that way. Under there to hold that down. That's better. Could probably use one under there, but I've stuck that on there now. Alrighty. Now I just want to stick this thing down. So we'll just put a tiny bit more glue. I guess it doesn't matter if it's not stuck down. Just trying to get the glue out. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't want that much glue on there. You see the glue in there? Hang on, let me get my camera right. See that bit of glue there? I'm just going to spread that a bit because I don't want that much. I want it to sit on there, but I don't want to see the glue. Just dab that off. Done. And don't forget to put a piece of white inside. I've got one out. Let's see if we've got one cut. No, we haven't. Oh, we might have one here. So just cut that down so that it's, I'm going to cut it to the same size as the top one. So that's there 9.5 by 13.85. Just so that it matches the front. And that way when you open it up, it'll have the same border on it. Oh, I really like that. It's so pretty. Well, it'll be on my stall on Saturday for sale. So I just put a tiny bit of glue around here. I don't put too much on these because you don't want too much glue on them. I always put my card in last. Just habit. Although today I was doing something and I was glad I put it in last because I did something wrong on the front of the card. So then I could turn the card over and put this on the inside and it covered it all up. I'll put a post up about that later in the week or next week. Took photos. Just run your bone folder so that the cut edge is sitting up a tiny bit. So I'm just going to run my bone folder on there. What's that? A bit of glue. Get that off the table. And yeah, that will just run across there. And then I always stamp mine on the back because I sell the cards. So if you do Stampin' Up, you can sell your cards. You need to put this Stampin' Up stamp on there. Just make sure you do that. And I'm just going to use, what colour will we use? That's pretty in pink. It might work out all right with pretty in pink. Let's have a look. So I've just got a stamp set up for my Buy For Handcrafts, and I've got a handmade out of one of the Stampin' Up stamp sets along the way. So I just put it on the back. Looks alright. Lovely. And there we go. There's my card. Now if you want to stamp the inside, you know, you could, or you could even, actually we could even stick those in, couldn't we? Maybe we should just use them up, hey? And that way it decorates the inside. Just don't put too much on, just a little tiny bit. Not enough to put them down though. So the other way to do the gluing is to use your silicone sheet and put a bit of glue on that. I'll just do them from the corner. Just hold that down for a minute. Oh, that looks pretty. I'm really happy with that piece that we cut up. I think we'll just do both of them, eh? You could even put them on the envelope. So many options. Just put one down there. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I like that. Look. That worked out beautiful. Whoa. Love it. Okay. Well, that's it for me tonight. Oh, I'm really happy with that silver in there. I love that paper as well. Oh, lovely night. Well, thanks for joining me. And if you're joining me on my YouTube, thank you as well. Don't forget to hit those buttons below. Thanks very much for watching. And yeah, if you want to create with me, if you want to learn more, let me know. If you want to have some friends over, and I can do stuff on Zoom with people. I do a class on Zoom as well. On Sunday I'm doing one. So I'm quite happy to do that with people, with their friends, or if you're, you know, not too far away. I'm in Pyrmont, so happy to do a session with you and your friends as well. Okay, I'll catch you later. Ciao. Next week's live catalogue. Yay! I'll see you then. Bye.